Good morning, Hugh. Feeling great.
Is everyone in your family well?
They are. As a matter of fact, none of my staff that I was with or family members, they've all tested negative. They're healthy, including my two beautiful granddaughters.
That is terrific. Senator Tillis, are you winning your race for reelection?
We certainly are. Cal Cunningham's campaign has collapsed. He built it on a foundation of sand, honestly. He said it was about truth and honor, and he's been untruthful and dishonorable. Having an affair with the wife of a combat veteran is going to have him soundly rejected. And really everything that he said. He's been saying whatever he has to get elected. He's changed his positions between the primary and the general election. And I think North Carolina voters are smart enough to see that. So we win on November 3rd.
I saw a Susquehanna poll yesterday that said Cal Cunningham was up by 2 points, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe North Carolina, which is a very heavily military state. I don't know if they're polling the military, but I'm a civilian, but I'm in a military family. Every one of them knows you cannot, if you're a reserve officer, an active duty officer, carry on an intimate relationship with the spouse of a non-commissioned officer. It's illegal.
Well, beyond that, he's under investigation with the Army right now. Minimally, we're talking about somebody running for the Senate that's going to get a letter of reprimand. And if what we've heard reported recently proves true in the investigation, he could be subject to far more serious charges. And that's what the people in North Carolina need to know. This is somebody who's trying to run. He wants to be on the Senate Armed Services Committee, and he's dishonored the Army. And based on, he had an affair in the middle of this campaign, Hugh. I'm not talking about years ago. I'm talking about a couple of months ago in his own home. You can't have it both ways. If you talk about truth and honor and you're untruthful and you're dishonorable, I think you are no longer fit to be a U.S. Senator or a member of Congress at all.
So are the polls lagging? Are they in the field? Are they talking to the wrong people? How can this poll have him up 2 points?
Well, the same way polls had me down by 2 points on Election Day, and we won by 1.5 points. We feel like the structure of the race has been moving in a direction long before these allegations prove true. That's why I believe we'll probably win the race by 1.5 or 2 points.
Are there any other indications that there are other affairs that your opponent has been engaged in?
Well, he has refused to answer questions. He has literally gone dark. I understand he's not living at his home anymore. He is not responding to any press questions. When he was asked, because we've heard the revelation of a second relationship with someone in North Carolina, he is just refusing to do it. I suspect he's doing that because he knows it'd be devastating to his campaign, but it would also be more material information in the Army investigation.
I see. So let me turn to Amy Coney Barrett. I didn't begin with that because I believe it is a slam dunk that she will be confirmed. She will be successfully voted out of your committee and confirmed next week. What's your assessment, Senator Tillis?
Oh, I thought Judge Barrett did a fantastic job. The Democrats, you could even almost see an apologetic tone because they know that as much as they're trying to attack her, she is brilliant. She's a brilliant professor. She was a brilliant student. She's proven to be a brilliant justice on the or judge on the Seventh Circuit, and they just couldn't pin her down. And they were also hypocritical. I mean, they were asking her questions she knew she couldn't answer. The same response that Sotomayor and Kagan and Ginsburg have given. So they were trying to pretend that she was being evasive, but what she was doing was being a good judge. She's just brilliant. She's going to go down, I think, in history as one of the great Supreme Court justices. I'm going over to the Capitol here in a few minutes. We will do markup later today after we have some closing comments from members and from people for and against her on two different panels. And then she's going to get confirmed probably the week after next.
Senator Tillis, when you have the panel,
she's going to get confirmed the week after next.
Yeah. When you have that panel that is against her, would you ask him if anyone understood Sheldon Whitehouse or Mazie Hirono? Honest to goodness, I couldn't make sense of what those two were saying.
Well, you never can. And Hugh, here's again the hypocrisy of Sheldon Whitehouse. We now have tallied up my race to $236 million. It's going to be another record breaker, a historic cost of a Senate race. The vast majority of that money is dark money coming from the Democratic side. What Sheldon Whitehouse doesn't want to do is talk about the fact that Chuck Schumer spent more in North Carolina than any other state. He is approaching $90 million. He handpicked Cal Cunningham. He's spending money running false ads that have been proven to be false, but they're aggregating money. My gosh, Lindsey Graham's opponent raised $57 million in a quarter.
A quick question. When Chuck Schumer recruits someone, does he not tell them to keep their pants on?
Well, I think that that's probably implied, but in this case, it proved not to be true for Cal Cunningham. And Hugh, I can't have this discussion without saying that the people in North Carolina need to keep the wife and the teenage children out of it, and the family of the combat veteran, because this is not about the substance of the affair. It's about Cal Cunningham's substance or lack of substance or lack of honor or lack of truthfulness.
Of course. Senator Tillis, appreciated your being there. Glad you have recovered. Good luck in the closing kick in this campaign. Come back next week and update us. Don't go anywhere, America. I'm going to talk with Senator